This is John Schroyer for the Colorado Springs Gazette. The Colorado Springs City Council erected another barrier for marijuana users at its meeting Tuesday afternoon and voted to ban marijuana possession from all city facilities and the airport. Britt Haley from the city attorney's office gave the council a brief overview of the two ordinances before both passed easily.
One of your goals was that you wanted this to be a violation that was not a drug charge on somebody's record, but rather something like a facility violation. And so that is what we have drafted for you as a facility violation. You also had the goal that you wanted the offense to not be subject to any jail time. And so in the draft that you were provided, there is a provision in the non-jailable offenses which would make this penalty not subject to any jail time. A penalty on a first offense of confiscation of the marijuana and a fine of not more than $100. And then if there is a second or subsequent conviction for that offense, the maximum penalty would be confiscation of the marijuana and a fine of not more than $500, and that would be at the discretion of the sentencing judge in the case. There are also posting requirements in the draft ordinance that you requested so that any person entering an indoor city facility would have notice and have signs indicating that they couldn't possess marijuana inside the indoor city facility.
Several cannabis activists spoke against the measures and said not only were they unnecessary, but also discriminatory.
If it works, don't fix it. If a problem doesn't exist, why create one? This ordinance seems to be a petty attempt to prolong a prohibition that was voted down statewide in El Paso County and in our city.
Who is bringing this ordinance? Why are we doing this? You know, is there some rash of marijuana offenses that says we need to do this? The federal drug-free workplace, you know, according to the Justice Department, that's not a problem. That's not one of their 8 issues.
Would you tell Charlotte Figge's parents that they couldn't bring that 5-year-old little girl's medicine into the City Hall building when they want to come testify in defense of her rights, and that she should start shaking on the ground and foaming at the mouth for a seizure because they're not allowed to carry that with them?
The reason for bringing the city indoor facilities policy forward was, first of all, that we had a drug-free workplace requirements under federal policy requirements and federal assurances whenever we have any grants, or, for example, the transit building that we have is partially funded through federal grants, and so we're obligated whenever we take those federal grants to enforce a federal workplace drug-free policy.
That passes on a 6-3 vote. That passes on an 8-1 vote.
For all the latest news, like Gazette.com on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.